before this video starts, I do want to say that there is a 30-day free trial down below in the pinned comments for FoxRunner News Scanner. Go ahead and click that link, get started, and try it out for yourself. And let's get straight into the video. What is going on, YouTube? It's Globe Trade Stocks back with another video. And in today's video, I got something very interesting for you. In today's video, we're going to be discussing FoxRunner versus Benzinga. Which is the better news scanner? And we're going to have a whole bunch of different categories to break this all down and to come up with the final verdict, the final answer of which is truly better. So the categories that we're going to break this down in is going to be simplicity and user interface, filtering and customization, news types covered, built-in tools and features, mobile access, community and daily breakdowns, pricing and trials, who is best for, and then of course our final verdict. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so here we have Benzinga opened up. As you guys can see, this is the interface, and the first thing we're going to be breaking down is simplicity and user interface. So looking at this interface, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. We do have the welcome page, but we're going to be looking more at the news feed, you know, just the news scanner itself. That has, the welcome page has to do with a whole bunch of different things. We're just going to be looking at the news feed, okay? When I look at this, obviously I see a whole bunch of news. I see a whole bunch of articles. I see a whole bunch of, you know, different stocks that I could look at. It's not too complicated to look at. It's not something that, you know, is hard to understand. Okay, this is obviously the news feed. And then if we go to the right, we also have a chat room right here, which is pretty cool. But let's also look at some other stuff, because we do have the news feed, but we also have more stuff. You could also detach it, you know, which is pretty cool. And you could also, you know, resize it, upsize it, downsize it. But for some reason right now it's not loading up. Maybe it's a little technical issue right now because the stock market is closed. But yeah, that's just something that you could do. But let's go to details. Okay, with details here we have the stock chart. We can search up any stock that we want. We can search up Tesla. The news all on Tesla will pop up right here, and the news articles, as well as SEC filings, press releases, BZ Wire. You know, we have all this stuff. We have the news up here. We can change the time frames. We have financials. We have insider trading right here. We have short interest, key data. So as you can see, just started off with just the details tab. There is a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to look at. There is a lot to see, which so far I would say the interface to me personally isn't like complicated to read and look at. It's just more like it's just a lot, if that makes sense. It's just a lot on the eyes. It's just a whole bunch of here, right in your face type of thing, which is, you know, I guess some people might like that. Personally, I don't like that. Let's check out calendar. We have the calendar right here with earnings is coming up, and as you can see, it doesn't take you to a new web page. It just opens up the tab in the web page that you're already in, which can, you know, to me personally, I feel like it can get like a little bit cluttered, because look, we just could keep opening stuff up and it's just all gonna be here. We have the watch list, we have movers. Look, you see, we could just open up. Look at this. At this point now, it's really getting hard to read. We got movers, we got signals, we have a scanner that's in beta. Even if you're a seasoned trader, if you're a new trader, this is kind of becoming a lot. Obviously you could always just, you know, exit out these tabs so you could keep it more organized, but that's something that I don't like, that it just opens up right here. Like, it could be cool for one or two tabs like this is cool. This isn't a big issue, but once you start clicking all these tabs, which more than likely you're probably not, depending on what you're really looking for in a news scanner. But you know, since we're talking about simplicity and user interface, it can end up being a lot. But yeah, we got all these different tabs right here, and don't get me wrong, these tabs are cool tabs to have. We have AI right here, we have the chat tab, research tab, and sensor market. But overall on simplicity and user interface, I'll say the user interface is pretty easy to understand, fairly easy to understand. But when it comes to reading the news article, as you can see, you're just looking at the news article. You're not really you gotta read it. Like, you actually gotta read it. Unusual Machines announces proposed public offering. Battery X Metals achieves pivotal milestones and delivery of nation. Like, you gotta read these articles, right? So you're not too sure, like, okay, why is the stock running possibly? What keyword is making the stock run? Now let's get into FoxRunner. With the FoxRunner, just the interface itself, you know, we just got these tabs right here, and these tabs tell you what it is. We have news alerts, all news, congressional trading, press releases, filings, deal news, insiders, article, blogs, trading insights, and help. Now, when it comes to simplicity and easy to use, whether you're a new trader or a seasoned trader who's been doing this a long time, personally, just looking at this, I feel like, okay, we already have a better understanding of the market and what is going on, as well as ease of mind to knowing that, okay, I understand what I'm looking at. So we have top gainers with news filings or filings at the top, top gainers all stocks, which is pretty much no news at all, top losers with news or filings, and then top losers all stocks that has no news at all. And looking at just the scanner itself, I can see that, you know, we have words that are highlighted. Now this to me is the advantage of FoxRunner, where we have words highlighted so we know exactly why a stock is running, as well as the rating on the left right here. These are 2-star words. You see beneficial highlighted, awards highlighted, and these are filings. We have more news right here. We go down, we have more news right here. Let's just change this rating right here to see, like, get the best rating so we can see exactly what we're looking at. Okay, 3-star word right here, primary endpoints, and we can see that our emoji right here that we have for positive, we have this emoji right here, we have this emoji right here, and you know, it just makes it so much easier just to read the news, just to see the news, just to see what's really going on in the stock market. Like when you take a look at Benzinga, you have to literally read these articles to see what's going on. Is this a good news article or not? With FoxRunner, it literally tells you this is a 3-star news article, and these are the keywords that is the reason why it's a 3-star news article. So you know, that's one thing that I noticed that I feel like it's just much more easier on the eyes reading when it comes to news articles that FoxRunner does have. And not just that, but when you go to, you know, let's say new tabs, you know, it doesn't clutter up on you and start becoming very cluttered, very, okay, what am I looking at? I have to close this, close that, close this, close that. You could literally go through these. It'll send you to a new tab where you could see all the news that is going on. We also have the same as Benzinga over on FoxRunner. We have news, we have the chart, we have trading insight, we have fundamentals, we have stock splits, stock trades, congressional trading, Congress trading, and so much more. So I would say that's really what it is to FoxRunner. It's simple yet effective and easy, as well as understanding the news articles and potentially why it is spiking. Because with these keywords that are highlighted, unlike Benzinga, we can see right away, okay, stock TDOC had an award. Let's go jump in real quick. Let's see how it's doing. Okay, it's skyrocketing. Stock CSTL demonstrates, you know, increases primary endpoints. Like, we can literally see words that, you know, and words do have a lot to do with the reason why a stock is spiking. We can literally see right away. And I feel like with that, it just makes it so much more easier to know and understand, okay, this is why I'm getting into this stock. Where with Benzinga, you're gonna have to read the news article. You're just gonna have to read it and you're gonna have to break it down. And this with FoxRunner is telling you. And not just that, but FoxRunner also comes with its own application, where Benzinga, it's more on the website. You have to go on the website. There's no application to download. There's no download button. It's strictly on the website. For simplicity and user interface, I'm going to have to give it a FoxRunner. I just believe that it's just such a more simple and easy stock scanner to understand, news scanner to understand. You know, we want to make trading simple. We want to be getting in and out of a play as quick as possible. We want to know why a play is spiking, why a play is dropping, and I feel like FoxRunner covers that. So with round one, we're gonna have to give it a FoxRunner. Now when it comes to filtering and customization, we're gonna start off with FoxRunner. When it comes to filters and customization, I do feel like FoxRunner is pretty customizable. You can customize your own keywords to your liking. You can choose your own emoji. You can choose your own color to the keyword. You know, you can use any word that you want. Let's just come up with a random one, like let's just do president, and we can come up with emoji for it as well. Let's just click this emoji and this color right here. And now anytime the word president comes up in a news article, the word will be highlighted with the emoji right next to it that we chose. So as well as financial data, we do have some more customization buttons right here where we could display all the data. We could just do current price for the pre-market, change for the pre-market, news type, highest price. We have all these different things that we could change. We have VWAP right here, SMA, we have EMA, we have the MACD, the RSI, we have share, short. We have all these different customization tools right here. And we could also see our keywords that we have right here. These words are the ones that are highlighted and give you the star rating that they do. Now this right here isn't customizable. You can't change this. This is pretty much the keyword list that they give you in FoxRunner. So you can't customize this, you can't change this, but you can, you know, activate it. You can put it on. So if I turn this off right here, they're pretty much all gone. That is customizable. We also do have some more customizations available in the chart. We could customize the chart. We can draw, you know, trend lines. We can change it to candlesticks. We can change the minute chart, the intraday time. on it. We also have congressional trading. This isn't really customizable. You get what you get right here. It's really just telling you what Congress is buying and stuff. We have press releases. This tab is simply just for press releases, which comes with the same customization, the additional filters. This also comes in the news scanner itself, where you could change, you could add float, you could do current day range, and you can get more like into the penny stocks. We could also click this and detach this. The only thing about this though is we cannot resize it to our liking. Like, you can only make it bigger. You can't make it no smaller than this. Now let's get into Benzinga. With Benzinga, I'll say we also have customizations. We have filter by symbol or keywords, which would be pretty much like, ETFs. That's a keyword right there. We also have a watch list that we can create. We can filter by volume right here. We can filter under 1 million in volume. Of course, you'd want more volume if you're trading. We would want over like 1 million in volume. We could change the market cap right here. We could change the price. If we only want to trade penny stocks, we could go under $10. And this is pretty much what you get. That's the customization. So for customization and filtering, I'm gonna have to give it to FoxRunner. Again, I feel like their customization and their filtering is just much more simple, much more easy to use. I feel like they kind of have the same things, but just a little bit different. And as far as just ease of use, I feel like it goes down to FoxRunner with the customization. Now for Benzinga and FoxRunner, we have news types covered, which will be a fairly easy and fast category to cover. News types and coverage for FoxRunner and Benzinga, they're pretty much the same. They all cover the same thing, whether it's press releases, news, or filterings. Benzinga, they all cover that, and that isn't nothing that one has over the other. They all cover the same thing. So I would have to say for that, I'm gonna have to give it to both of them, FoxRunner and Benzinga, for news types covered. Now we got built-in tools and features. So a couple of features that FoxRunner has to offer is going to be that they have news alerts right here. Now with news alert, it gives you the stock of the day per se, not necessarily the stock of the day because they cover more than one stock, but it gives you like this example. PLRC has taken crown as best stock. $1 resistance after a 260% climb. As you can see, it gives us the form of the news. It gives us the chart breakdown right here. Everything we need to know about today. RSL as reshape life sciences. FoxRunner top watches. It gives us their top watch of the day, as well as some more screenshots, more payroll. So that's a feature that FoxRunner has. It gives you a little bit more of an in-depth inside the minds of a trader with this tab right here. We also have congressional trading and the transaction that they are making, whether they're buying or selling, whether they're Democrat or Republic, whether they're House or they're the Senate. We also have a press release feature, filings feature, where it's just the press release and the filings itself. It's not everything else. We have deal news, and we also have insiders. Now with insiders is going to be, it's just insider trading, the word. Now insiders does take a little second to load and open up. As you can see, it just loaded up. But here's another feature that FoxRunner does have available and offer. We also have article and blogs, which is pretty much like I said, articles and blogs. It gives you headlines, what people are talking about. We have trading insight. Now I like trading insight. I really like trading insight, especially for the most talk tab. It gives you like what people are talking about on social media. I had 735 mentions, activity 8,209, Tesla has 360 mentions. I'm pretty sure this is pretty much taking these analytics from X. But yeah, you can see this is one of the tabs that I actually do like right here. We also have analytics, whether it's telling you if this should be a buy, a hold, a sell, strong buy, market holidays, institutional traders, additional, and some more stuff. Political beta, so we do have a few nice different type of features and tools in FoxRunner. Now let's get into Benzinga. With Benzinga's tools that they have to offer, they do have for a lot too. They offer a chart as well. They also offer signals, movers, watch lists. They also offer a calendar right here, so you can see different times where quarter 1 earnings, quarter 2 earnings, quarter 3 earnings are coming out, what day they are coming out. Benzinga does offer as well as a chat box, so you can talk to other traders right here. This is probably my favorite feature on Benzinga, would be the chat box right here, just to see what other people are talking about. We also have graphs. We have Benzinga AI, which is pretty much in beta right now, but they do have that to offer. Research, so you can do your own research, as you can see. So we do have some nice features over on Benzinga as well. We have the chart. You can see the press releases. You can see the chart like this. This one you can draw on. As you can see, it's just that one that you can't draw on. You can draw your trend trend lines. You could draw your uptrends, your downtrends, you know, same as FoxRunner. For this route, I'm gonna have to give it to FoxRunner as well. I can't lie, I just feel like what they have to offer is just much more simple and easy to understand. With Benzinga, it's just too much going on for my liking. I can't lie, I can't stress it enough. It's just too much going on. You know, I'm a fan of the tabs opening up like this, but like once you start clicking a few of these tabs, it just becomes too much. It becomes overwhelming. That's what I don't like. So like the tabs like this is cool when they do open up, but like once you get to like 3-4 tabs, it starts looking complicated. And plus you already have the chat open. You can obviously close the chat if you like. But yeah, for this round, I'm gonna have to give it to FoxRunner as well. And I just believe that their features and what they have to offer is just, they're pretty much the same, but it's just, it comes down to simplicity. It really comes down to simplicity. What's easier to use? And I believe FoxRunner has that in the bag. Now for mobile access. So for mobile access, right now, the only app that is available between these two stock scanners is going to be Benzinga. FoxRunner currently does not have its own mobile app. You cannot download an app in the App Store on Google Play. There is no app whatsoever, but I have seen updates that they are trying to make. I have heard about updates they are trying to make, and FoxRunner is going to come up with its own mobile app sooner rather than later. Hopefully they will have an app in the App Store that you can download and use. But yeah, Benzinga right now is the only one with the app. So for this round, I'm gonna have to give it to Benzinga. Now for community and daily breakdowns, I would say that, you know, Benzinga offers, with this chat box, they offer more of a community feeling, like you're talking to other traders who use Benzinga as well. Versus with FoxRunner, you know, there is no chat box, but there is news alerts, which is somebody writing these news alerts. You know, somebody giving you their insight, their thoughts, somebody coming up with the top watches for the day, somebody sending out these screenshots, you know, giving out the payroll growth, you know, coming up with all these news. So I would say, as far as community and daily breakdowns, you know, obviously they're both pretty good in that sense. You know, if you're looking for more of a community type to talk to other traders, I guess Benzinga would do. But if you're looking for, you know, daily breakdowns, which Benzinga does not offer daily breakdowns where somebody is giving you their thoughts and their opinions. A professional day trader is giving you their thoughts and their opinions, breaking it down, or just, you know, breaking down the market in a whole. There's no one doing that on Benzinga. So I would say it's 50-50. I would really give it honestly to both community and daily breakdowns. It really depends on what you like in that category. Do you want to talk to people, or do you want to know, okay, what's good and what's not good? What should I be looking at and what should I not be looking at? Alright, now let's get down to pricing and trials. So currently, what Benzinga has to offer as far as trials, it's a 14-day free trial. You get 14 days to try Benzinga Pro, as well as you can have add-ons to your trial to see if you like the, you know, features that they have available and the features that they have to offer. With FoxRunner News Scanner, you get a 30-day free trial. You get a whole month to see if you like it or not. And of course, with both of these, if you cancel before the trial ends, you do not get charged. Now when it comes to pricing, as you can see, we're going to start off with the monthly tab. So in monthly, what you get Benzinga Pro for is $37 a month for basic, which comes with, you know, the real-time news scanner, the news feed, no filters. You cannot filter. You do get the chat, you get movers, you get watch list alerts, and you get premium articles on Benzinga.com. With Essential, it's $197 a month. And you get pretty much unlockable bonuses, high beta squawk, signals, calendars, audio squawk, real-time scanner, NASDAQ basics, real-time quotes. And then with Streamlined, you pretty much just get these: audio squawk, high beta squawk, advanced news feed filter, price volume flow, you can filter it. So I feel like with these prices, with basic it's $37 a month. It's about $30 cheaper than the FoxRunner subscription. But let's get to the FoxRunner subscription real quick. For FoxRunner, you can get it $69.99 monthly, semi-annually for $350, and annually for $699.90. And as you can see, FoxRunner isn't telling you with the monthly subscription, if you get this subscription, you can only use the news scanner, you can only look at insider trading, you can only customize your keywords. You know, with FoxRunner for $70 a month, you get access to everything. There isn't multiple subscription tiers that you have to pay for. With $70 a month, $69.99, you get literally access to everything. That's access to its AI voice chat, which they do offer. You get the news filters, you get customization of keywords, you get customization of emojis, you get congressional trading, you get press releases, you get news alerts, you get articles and blogs, you get most talked about, and all for one solid price. Versus Benzinga, you have to pay pretty much $200 a month to get access to everything that they have inside the website. Versus the base, if you go with just basic, you're already limiting yourself for half the price of FoxRunner. you're already limiting yourself. But just for $30 more, for roughly $30 more, you get literally access to everything for $70. So I would say that just in general, Benzinga, even though the basic is $37 a month, you're paying more for Benzinga when it comes to pricing, because just what you get. For $69.99, you get access to everything. For $37, they're only limiting you to a few things that you could do. If you want access to the full Benzinga application, you have to literally pay $197 a month. That's kind of taxing. Now let's go to the annual plan real quick. So for the annual plan, it's going to be $30.58 monthly, which is going to be roughly. So for basic, you can pay about $367 and you can get access to Benzinga, but you only get access to a few features that they offer for the basics. With Essentials, it comes out to $166.42 a month, which will come out to $1,997.04, and that'll give you access to everything yearly. Now that's kind of taxing. With FoxRunner's yearly plan, you only have to pay $700 and you get access to everything for the whole year. So you have $1,997.04 versus $700 pretty much, $699.90. I mean, with pricing, it's pretty much speaks for itself. FoxRunner is by far a cheaper product to use, and as well as not limiting you to different tiers and subscriptions. You literally get access to everything, whether you buy a semi-annual plan, an annual plan, or you buy a monthly plan. Versus Benzinga, it's breaking you down into 3 different categories: basic, essential, or streamlined. So, it's really, to me, it speaks volumes to itself. I'm going to have to give this round to FoxRunner for just being a cheaper stock scanner, but not just that, giving you access to everything. They're not limiting you to different tiers of subscriptions that you have to pay for. Yes, the monthly might be cheaper on Benzinga, but you're getting less. Versus with FoxRunner, you just pay $30 extra, you're getting everything. That speaks volumes to me, and I will have to give this round to FoxRunner. Now, who is best for? Who is Benzinga and FoxRunner best for? I feel like Benzinga, as it is a little more harder on the eyes, really a little more, complex, especially just by the way it looks. I would say that, I could see Benzinga being more for, seasoned traders, professional traders, more traders who are, just been trading a little bit longer. But let that not grace over the facts that FoxRunner is just a far more better application. And I believe that seasoned traders would have a way more better time with FoxRunner, because just the simplicity. FoxRunner is for obviously new traders and professional traders, seasoned traders, traders who've been doing this for a long time. They break it down in a way that you can fully understand, okay, I don't have to read this full news article. I can see right now the reason why this stock is shooting up or going down is because of the word results right here. I can see that this is a hot press keyword. This is a stock that I have to go check out just because, boom, it's right here. It's in your face. You can see it right away. Versus with Benzinga, it's like you have to read these articles and they're just a whole bunch of in and out. Stocks news is always coming in and out, and you're just gonna have to look at it, and it's just gonna go in and out. You're gonna have to see, okay, you're gonna have to read this one, read this one, read this one. Versus with FoxRunner, it's right here. You can see it all. You can literally see it all. There's nothing that you can't see. It's all right here, and it's telling you why it's shooting up, why is it going up, why is it going down, just from the keywords that they have to offer and the highlights that they have to offer. So I would say FoxRunner is for seasoned traders, full-time traders, and new traders. I would say especially new traders. New traders should absolutely get their hands on this stock scanner just for the price, for what it has to offer, and for the capabilities and simplicity. This is pretty much gives you everything that you need to become a successful trader. So I would say, Benzinga, I could see Benzinga is not for new traders. Benzinga, if you're a new trader looking at Benzinga, you're going to get confused. You're going to become overwhelmed. You're not going to be knowing what you're looking at. With FoxRunner, new trader, seasoned trader, full-time trader, it doesn't matter. It's all so simple to make your trading easier. And now for my final verdict, Benzinga or FoxRunner, I'm going to have to give it to FoxRunner. I feel like FoxRunner just by far a way better scanner. FoxRunner is a new application, so they do have some things that they have to work on, like an app in the App Store. But I would say, in general, I do believe that FoxRunner is the better scanner, and FoxRunner has potential. Like I said, FoxRunner is a brand new news scanner, so it has plenty of potential to become far greater than what it is right now. And I do believe that if you try FoxRunner, you will enjoy using FoxRunner. FoxRunner is easy and simple to use. It is an amazing stock scanner. Don't get me wrong, Benzinga is good too, but it's just like with Benzinga, it's just you can just look at it. Like me just looking at this, pulling this up versus me pulling this up right here. Like you could see which one is easier to read. Look, we have agreement right here. This is a 3-star keyword. You know, it's just much more easier on the eyes. So I would have to give it to FoxRunner in almost every single category. I do believe that they are the better news scanner. I do believe they have way more to offer, and I do believe that they have way more potential than Benzinga. Benzinga been here a while. Benzinga has been here a long time. FoxRunner is brand new. It's, if not even a year old, and they're working on it to make it the best scanner out there. So I would give it to FoxRunner. My final verdict, whether you're a new trader, seasoned trader, full-time trader, you have $1,000 in your trading account, $500 in your trading account, $100 in your trading account, you trade options, you trade shares, you trade futures, I do believe that FoxRunner is the better news scanner when it comes to FoxRunner versus Benzinga. Alright, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed that breakdown. Go ahead and leave a comment on your thoughts on Benzinga or FoxRunner, whether you used one or the other. And what do you think about, you know, the different stock scanners? Do you think Benzinga's a better stock scanner? Do you think FoxRunner's a better stock scanner? And with that being said, I appreciate you watching the video. If you want to try FoxRunner out for yourself, there is again a 30-day free trial. Go click that link down in the comments and get started with FoxRunner. Thank you so much. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, would you like to see me break down the other news scanner versus FoxRunner? Let me know. Thank you so much and have a nice day.